Is there a less expensive way for foreign nationals to move to Canada through investment? Yes, via the International Mobility Program Code C11. And franchise businesses do qualify, and they can provide benefits over starting up a business. We're going to cover that today on Franchise City. Previously covered the PNP on the channel, the Canadian Provincial Nomination Program, which is a proven way to move to Canada. However, it can be quite expensive, costing hundreds of thousands of dollars. Today, we're going to take a look at the C11 Entrepreneur Work Permit that allows non-residents to live and work in Canada without the need to apply for an LMIA. This is great news, as historically the labor market impact assessment has been challenging to obtain and often ended in refusal. Now, for this reason, 2/3 of all work permits today are attained via the IMP, the International Mobility Program Code C11. The C11 program is actually a work permit. However, the applicant can choose to work in their own business. This allows for the applicant to start or buy a business, and the investment amount is significantly less than is expected with the PNP. Now, if approved, the applicant and their family, including children under 22 years of age, can stay in Canada. Now, it should be noted the C11 program itself does not lead to permanent residency. It is a temporary permit. However, it can lead to permanent residence if the applicant initiates a few extra steps. Now, the basic progression looks something like this. Number 1, start or buy a business. Number 2, create a business plan. 3, execute the business plan. Number 4, apply for the C11 work permit, obtain your C11 approval, operate that business for 12 months, and then apply for your permanent residence. Who is eligible to apply for the C11? Someone who wants to be self-employed or operate a business in Canada. You must own at least 50% of the business. You must present a viable business plan. You must have sufficient funds to operate this business in Canada. And while there's no set amount, we suggest at least $150,000 investment. Now, there's also a social and cultural eligibility, which was the original part of the program. If you're a musician, an author, a sports person, that requires a lower investment of around $50,000. However, we're going to be exploring the economic route today. And finally, and most importantly, the business must demonstrate economic benefit to Canadians. Now, economic benefit, that can be demonstrated in a number of ways. The easiest, however, is by hiring Canadians to work in your business. Now, note, businesses that only benefit you personally, such as an Airbnb or investing in real estate, these are not good choices for the C11, as you are going to be the only one who benefits from the business. Ideally, you want to be hiring Canadians to work in your business, and we'll show you some good examples in a moment. One of the problems that many prospective applicants experience is not knowing which type of business to start, what type of businesses qualify, or even how to successfully run a business. Now, for these reasons, a franchise type of business can be a good option. Some of the benefits of investing in a franchise for your C11 application are: a franchise business has a proven operational model and provides ongoing training and support on how to best operate the business. Now, for anyone new to the country who is not overly familiar with the business landscape, this is a tremendous advantage. Number 2, a nationally recognized franchise brand is likely to be perceived more favorably by officials over an unknown business plan. Number 3, acceptable investment levels may be lower with a well-known franchise versus a startup business. Number 4, by investing in a franchise, you have the ability to immediately provide immigration officials with much of the required paperwork, such as historical business plans, forecasts, and operation manuals. An established franchise can have a higher overall chance of success than a startup business. Now, this isn't always the case. There's many bad franchises that are out there, so buyers should be careful which franchise they buy. Here at Franchise City, we help foreign nationals align their budget, their skills, their background, their local market demand, and other factors with the ideal franchise that will work with C11 applicants. We currently work with hundreds of national franchise brands. Many of them are receptive to working with C11 applicants, and not all franchises will work with C11. Depending on your budget, many good franchise options exist in many different industries. Now, if your budget is lower, we generally suggest service-based businesses. These are businesses that can operate from a small office rather than requiring expensive storefront retail locations. A McDonald's, for example, that's going to cost over $1 million minimum, not including your real estate. Now, while a service-based franchise can be started in the $100,000 range and often employs many workers, demonstrating benefit for the C11. Some of the industries that are service-based include things like senior care. This is where the owner hires and trains caregivers who attend to seniors in their homes. Renovation, construction, or home decor. Again, owners are hiring and managing crews of workers who perform these services. And cleaning. While it's not a sexy business, cleaning can be quite profitable. Now, if you do have a slightly higher budget, some of the retail options in franchising exist that can be good choices for the C11. We have things like automotive services, fitness centers, personal services like haircutting, massage, and aesthetics. Now, your investment for these types of businesses, depending on your location, some cities, of course, more expensive than others, are going to start at around $200,000, and that's still quite a bit less than the PNP. Our consultants here at Franchise City can help you determine which franchise is best for your situation. Our service is provided free to buyers, just like working with a real estate agent, as we are paid by the sellers. Now, if you've not yet engaged an immigration lawyer, we can also help you with a referral. Now, if you're not on our page, you can find us by clicking the link above or visit us at www.franchisecity. If you're on our page, there's a form down below to request to speak with a consultant.